Buonasera di nuovo.
Hey, what about door 2?
What about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean.
Ok, non ci sono andati nella seconda porta.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that?
Buonasera anche a
Not
te,
investigating it, I mean.
Sofia.
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
Non l'ha presa
What's the
nemmeno.
point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Chissà perché sta dicendo questa cosa mentre ha un'ascia.
The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first, you know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again?
Beh, aprirsi il futuro di questo.
Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. Huh. I don't know what might be in there. We may not find any, but don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
Yeah, you do have a point. The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time,
Buonasera,
but if
Gian.
we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
The elevator
But
can take
why?
us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm go.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her. Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Non lo sarai tra qualche secondo.
Can we just go now?
Aspetta. Ah, ora c'è solo il finale, ok. Già siamo al finale, ok.
All right, let's get going. I'll see you later.
Okay. Be careful.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you? Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
That wasn't what I meant to...
Cosa ha inteso lei, scusate?
I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though, I was kidding.
Sicuro che non sia colpa mia in qualche modo? O è Twitch in generale?
So, where was it you wanted to take me?
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Well, it's not like that.
Ah, ok.
Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
Of course.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei. Are you coming, Lotus?
Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon.
She's going to be dead.
I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus? Clover! I guess you're the first one back.
Sì, è vero, e tengo.
Where's everybody else? What happened?
Where are Ace and Lotus?
Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
Oh, then they went over.
Yeah, I think so. So where are June, Santa, and 7? Why aren't they with you?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let me show you.
Huh? Bracelets. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
Ah, questo è l'unico dove si vede effettivamente il killer, ok.
No.
Però lei non è zero perché effettivamente
It's gotta be some kind of joke.
questa è lei che tecnicamente non si fida più di nessuno perché non sa che sopra delle vivo.
3, 7, 6.
Oh mio Dio, no.
But why?
Che faccia.
Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and 7. That's why I killed them.
Why did you kill June?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She...
Oh.
Cioè, in tutto questo lui gli poteva andare a dare un pugnazzo proprio in mezzo alla faccia.
No.
Hey, Junpei. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's leave this shit.
What the hell are you talking about? To open a...
Yes, I know. You need at least, but as long as we have this.
That's the zero bracelet.
Allora di fare la
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... See? You get it now? If we have the zero bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us, see? So let's go.
Non credo funzioni così.
Come on, hurry up.
Cioè, praticamente tipo devi portare il braccio di uno dei 3.
Junpei. Junpei.
Clover.
Yeah?
Ok, sta cosa non ha senso.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Non ha senso sta cosa. Perché prima gli dice di andare insieme e poi lo ammazza? Cioè... Ecco, questo è un finale che non mi piace perché dovevamo morire per forza. Beh, è impazzita sì, ma non ha comunque senso. E poi quei 2 dove se ne sono andati? Let me ask you a question. Fuck. Ok. Devo prendere le chiavi rosse, presumo. Facciamo tutte le scelte diverse che non abbiamo fatto in questo momento, praticamente. Non credo valga questo. Non credo valga, però non si sa mai.
That means there's no way we can... Wait. Hold on a second.
Vabbè, io l'ho buttata lì, non si sa mai. Ah, non posso vedere il flowchart mentre c'ho sta cosa. Perché? Apriamo la porta 5.
Please, let me go into door 5.
Ok, era la porta 5.
Junpei's
Ah.
bracelet is number 5, right?
Adesso abbiamo un sacco di gente alle tardi.
Ok, quindi qui bisogna andare sotto, presumibilmente. Porta è questa? Porta 8. Ok, quindi porta 8.
C'è una cura dietro.
Alright then. That means June's gotta go through 7.
Ok, era la porta 8.
Dai.
2 dialoghi.
What kind of job do you have?
Sta sicuramente guardando lei che scrive, lei che smanetta in questo modo.
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Ah, questo dialogo
I
è
used to work
cambiato.
for a cybersecurity firm.
Che stai facendo?
Quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh, it was just...
I see.
Wow,
Oh,
Andrea.
what are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless... It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 plus 1. The screen will show you 2.
Perché sto dialogo prima non l'ha fatto?
See? Isn't that strange?
Sì.
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you?
No, l'altra chiave era solo la porta 8 e già ci eravamo andati forse.
Who calculated 1 plus 1?
Ah, può essere, boh.
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculation. But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the cutting. But these cave people wouldn't know that. Because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. It's just... I thought, maybe. What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Huh?
Qua stiamo andando nella psicologia, filosofia, robe.
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function.
Esatto.
Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same? Maybe the brain is just an output device. Like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else. In a main body.
Gli alieni.
We just don't know it.
È diventato un anime dello studio Trigger.
Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communication, we can't imagine that there's some unknown medium that transfers information into our brains, where we experience that information as thoughts.
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else. That's just crazy talk.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. If memory is He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged. I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight too.
Ok, così non sbaglia a cliccare a sinistra e non si sa mai.
Perhaps they actually can't speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Wait a minute. What?
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
No. What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours, so they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia...
Quanto lungo sto dialogo però? E lei non sta neanche guardando e sta continuando a digitare.
Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. You've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same, even though they've obviously got faces. It's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them.
Questo è quello che dici tu.
The zoo staff that works with them will learn to identify different monkeys eventually. But you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Ma ti pare c'ho la foto?
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed. And, what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
Not funny.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But looks like I don't need to talk it.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer.
Oh, then you finished that.
I certainly did. And let's see what we got. Piece of...
The screen changed again. What the hell is...
No idea. It's like a puzzle.
Huh? Aren't you gonna... I don't know.
Ah, quindi lei è Futaba, ok.
Lo dobbiamo giocare allora?
Ed è anche Edelgard.
Hey, I wanted to ask Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right? Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Huh? Well, let me think. Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person. That's about it.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, I don't know if I should ask you things, if you don't mind. I was hoping you could tell me if...
Forse si sta dicendo, gli sta chiedendo se sono veramente fratelli.
Is Snake, I mean, was he...
You're talking about his eyes?
Yeah.
Ah no, ok. Cazzo, ci ho sperato per un millisecondo.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm?
Yeah, my brother's left arm is... it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm. The accident hurt him really bad.
Big Boss.
To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Look, I'm sorry for making you talk about all that pain.
It's not that.
Ora però non se lo ricorda del braccio colosso di fuori.
Ah, ok, sono 8 metri.
You know, speaking of experiments, there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it.
Ma se è elettrificata e sta toccando l'acqua, allora tutta l'acqua è elettrificata.
So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way.
Non funziona così la scienza. L'elettricità è conduttore dell'acqua. L'acqua è conduttore d'elettricità.
So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet. See, these scientists repeated this experiment using hundreds of different rats over several generations.
Ma non è che in realtà il topo era lui e sta facendo tutta una storia tipo un mio amico vuole sapere.
This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results.
Ah, quindi è
No, on
Norbit
second thought,
praticamente.
the results weren't really the same. The rats in this
Ah no,
second
non erano
experiment
Hobbit, non mi
began
ricordo
the
come si
trials
chiamava
with
quel film con
significantly
Eddie
faster
Murphy.
times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. And yet, they all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information
Ma
to one
tutti che hanno
another
sta
through
cazzo di
some
telepatia su sto
undetectable
gioco.
medium?
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it.
Come fai a dire che è vera
Let's
la
get
storia?
going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask.
What?
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Emergency, non è la stessa parola che c'è scritto nel finale del sottomarino.
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So
Sì,
what's
nella
going
porta
to
finale per
emerge in
uscire
an
era emergency la parola da...
Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
Ok, che dialogo stupido.
Fatti a riposare.
Oh no, è una delle due.
Ogni tanto. C'è l'acqua, vai a bere.
Ok, era la prima.
June, are you okay? I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You finish the box thing, all right? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. Are you all right? What happened?
Can you stand?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see first.
Huh.
You're still warm.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know?
Wow. Fa pure perdere tempo così, grazie.
Still, to fall down like that, I think she's probably still a little messed up.
All right, well, let's just get out of here as
Che è
fast as we can
arrossita
so
per
we
sta
can get
cosa
you to a
qui.
hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that's sick. I just need a little medicine and some sleep. And I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
Pa pa pa.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
Pa pa pa.
Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Sopero.
Sopero. I've heard of that before somewhere.
Sopero. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature, a lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective.
Esatto, ma poi con lui come lo dovrebbe sapere sta cosa? Non si sono presentati fra di loro, quindi lui come potrebbe saperla?
A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug.
E allora perché non la conoscono tutti gli altri se è così importante?
It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts
Cioè per
of
sfondare
several
adesso dovrebbe conoscerla solo lui. Come informazione.
It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Sopero skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
I heard it from the old man himself.
Ah, ecco la risposta, non è che lui è conosciuto. Gli ha parlato, ma perché dirglielo solo a lui?
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, Seven, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up.
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing. What the hell is he doing? June,
Non sa contare.
yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
What are you doing? What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing.
Ah, la cosa che non puoi riconoscere i volti?
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
E casualmente ne hanno parlato prima di sta cosa.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours.
Cioè, che grande coincidenza che ne stava parlando lei.
So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia? Huh. Well, he looks depressed enough to have it. Oh well.
Wow. Wow, body shaming.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle. Ace's card is in box 1. I just need to do the same for the rest.
Ok, abbiamo sbloccato il finale.
Look, it's Seven and Lotus.
We've got a problem.
Con mezzo milione su 7, gioca in URF.
Vediamo fin dove c'è la parte nuova.
She's not here.
Ok.
No, she isn't.
All right, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room.
Shower room?
That's where her brother is. She might have gone to. Well, we might as well check, right? Good. We can still.
We should thank Seven.
No luck.
Yeah, I don't think she's there.
The smell is horrible. Let's check the back, just to be sure. No, she's not here. Just where did your sister go? Ah, such a horrible way to go. The skull shattered, the left arm's. Wait.
Ah, ok, ci è arrivato lui ora.
My brother's left arm is... the accident hurt him really bad.
Of course! Why didn't I realize it?
Jumpy?
Oh, sorry for making you wait. Let's go.
Com'è il finale? Aspetta. Fammi cliccare.
June! Where were you
Ah,
guys?
presumibilmente c'è una stanza. C'è un enigma.
Did something happen?
Clover is dead.
Nandatò?
I found her in the first class bathroom.
Ma qui non è un potato omicidio. Aspetta, cioè, non è un potato omicidio, è un potato mezzo morto.
Clover, why? Why did this happen? Clover.
No way. Let's get out of here, Jim.
Si è messo solo un pochettino di tomato sul vestito e non
Are
sta
you all right?
benissimo.
Yes, I think so.
You should get some rest. Here, the bed. Can you sit?
Yes.
Oh no, non la farà avvicinare al letto
Who was
che
the
poi
first
gli
to find
vengono
the
i
body?
pensieri come l'altra volta.
Me.
Why did you come to this room?
To look for Clover, YL. I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey, guys! I found her, but it's back. She's in the bathroom in the first-class cabin. Come quick! Or something. Then I went back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. I guess you two hadn't heard me or something because you didn't show. So I took off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean...
7. There's one more thing I'm worried about.
What?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame. Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock, so we could come back to this room? Oh, you think I did it?
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
For crying out loud. Follow me.
A closet?
Yeah,
Oh, finalmente quella cassaforte.
this is the reason. It's safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this. I figured there might be something.
Me l'ero quasi scordata. Poi ovviamente iniziano ad urlare, voi state tranquilli, è normale.
Couldn't stop thinking. Figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way.
Yeah. Figured it wouldn't open. Huh? This is... rust. If there's rust here, that means... Has someone opened the safe? Maybe there's another clue. Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed... Behind this door. The ninth man's body is behind there. Maybe I should have another look at it, just in case... Oh, the hell? The smell is...
Wow.
It's gone. This bracelet. It was right next to the glasses. But why?
Huh? Where'd you... Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hall?
Yeah.
Did you find something?
No, nothing. What's up?
Well, I wanted you to...
What is it? Clover. What was it you wanted to show me?
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back. Probably by a knife or something.
E lui già sta facendo il lavoro da poliziotto, anche se effettivamente è creepy come cosa che si mette a controllare il corpo di una ragazzina. Però già sta cosa sta facendo più lui qualcosa che Cage in tutto quanto i primi 3 capitoli di cosa di Your Tour to Die.
And I found...
What?
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Well, I did borrow one thing.
What? I'm opening it. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Ma perché?
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
Ci ho delle linee particolari.
Code. Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms. The left hand. The left hand. What does the left hand mean?
Ancora siamo lì, ok.
Does the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet? There's 2 things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone. What else could gone and truth mean? Truth, of course, means something that is correct, something that's fact. In other words, something that is right. You could then safely assume that gone means left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. And truth equals right, and gone equals left. The left and right of the bracelet. These two things sticking out. So if I...
Non lo posso rivedere il... Veramente non lo posso rivedere.
Wait, did it just...
Oh. Ah, diventa uno? In generale...
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Hey.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Andre, scrivimeli per favore, perché non vorrei non ricordarmeli dopo. 1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. Grazie.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8. 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 3. Huh. 1 to the right, 4 to the left.
Ok, può essere, sta facendo tutto lui.
And... Oh. Bingo. I knew it was for this. Oh, is this some sort of... Let's see.
Il numero 2. Il numero 2 era Snake, ok. Ok, Gentaro on Go, presumibilmente Ace. È il nome di Ace. Perché se il CEO è a capo della grande del farmaceutico, allora sappiamo che dovrebbe essere Ace.
Sorry, but do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you.
I want all of you to go to the big hospital.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of.
What do you want to be sure of?
I want to know if the person I suspect is really the culprit.
Wait. Then you're saying...
Ancora siamo lì, ok.
Yeah, I think I've got it figured out. I know who killed Snake and Clover. Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as soon as we get there. It's 5 o'clock. We don't have a lot of time left. Let's go. Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something. Ace, Seven, and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the...
Huh?
Why? If we need to get to the shower room, why don't we just...
No, we're not going inside. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it. Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover. What about you, Ace?
Very well.
Sure.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it. It instead reacts to a bracelet being brought close. You don't actually need a hand. I knew it.
Huh?
What was that about?
How should I know?
Thanks. I appreciate your cooperation. By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
What? What kind of question?
Just answer it,
C'è un
please.
plot twist?
Who am I?
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer.
Ah, ok, no, ho capito cosa sto
Actually,
facendo.
I'm Santa.
What?
The clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would be 1. But the 4 of us just opened door 3. You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right? You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5. Sorry, Ace. I tricked you. Of course I'm not really Santa. Who could possibly think I was? It's obvious I'm not. To think I was? But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was. I asked you before, didn't I? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Prosopagnosia?
What's that? No clue.
Nonary glielo rispiega di nuovo lei.
Prosopagnosia
Oh
is...
no. Ah, ok, grazie.
I have prosopagnosia. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No, not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kind of bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
What do you mean?
I'll just come right out with it. I think it was you, Ace. You killed him.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you...
I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first. Think back to a few hours. You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital. There was no way all 7 people could go through them. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us. Then you, Ace, said, I'll stay. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see? If Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Doors 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3, the shower room. You knew that, didn't you, Ace? That's why you volunteered to stay behind.
Come on.
Però non ha senso perché lui ha fatto lo stesso il volontario anche se siamo voluti andare alla porta 3.
I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery, but please don't devalue my action. I only wanted to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my
Altruism. You already knew, didn't you? You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh well, that's cool. I've still got 2 more pieces of evidence that say you're the killer. The second is that, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia.
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces must be a bad person? Junpei, they call that prejudice.
No, I am not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not Snake's.
What?
I didn't put it together right away.
Bro.
But the body we saw in the shower room, let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and blood. In other words, Guy X...
Niente, sta facendo l'esposing ad Ace.
No. That's impossible.
Let's say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's, their faces would be completely different. It would have been obvious they were different people. And yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait just a moment. Let's say you're right. And I mistook Guy X for... Even if I did, I would have had no motive to. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can think of at least 2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really didn't want that. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2, Snake had a grudge against you. You knew that. Or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't ever let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something. You didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you. So you...
Hey, hold on a minute. What's the past that Ace wouldn't want us to know? Why did Snake have a grudge against it?
Look at this.
What's this piece of paper? The Nonary game was played once before. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO Gentaro Hongo.
Che è lui?
It's the message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first-class cabin.
Give me a break! That paper is a lie! Someone is trying to frame
Me. You said me. Wouldn't that mean you're admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Or am I mistaken?
Very well. I admit that much. I am certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical. Gentaro Hongo. So what if I am?
Che nome di merda. Preferisco Ace.
I don't know anything about this Nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago. Everything on that scrap of paper is bullshit. Someone is trying to set me up, you see? First of all, first Junpei, you're claiming I did this all by myself. Think that over, all right? How could I have killed Snake all by myself?
Not Snake. It was Guy.
I don't care who it was. You said the killer put this other man into door 3, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Then I couldn't have possibly done that alone.
No, che puoi farlo, perché tecnicamente si può entrare in più di 3 persone, cioè da 3 persone in poi. Ma se è come il diciamo il nono uomo. Se ha buttato la persona che aveva il braccialetto numero 2 dentro, quindi 2 1 sempre fa 3. Hanno aperto loro 2 la porta, ha buttato lui dentro ed è esploso. Non c'era bisogno che entrava
I
qualcun
couldn't have
altro.
opened door 3 with only myself and Guy X.
Nope. You could have.
Huh?
Actually, Ace, when you were unconscious, I took some. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep? Yeah, back then.
No!
I got you, Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I needed to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? What's in your... It's the number 9 bracelet, isn't it? Ace, Guy X, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door. That's how you killed Guy X all by yourself. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket. If you want to play innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead, tell me. I don't have the bracelet, if that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, 7?
Yeah. Be my...
Non è la faccia di uno che sta ridendo così.
Well done.
Ecco, questa è la faccia.
As you so correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first-class cabin. My purpose was to obtain the number 9. 9 is a potent ally in the Nonary. Adding 9 to any set of numbers won't alter the digital, as you can see. 9 is a very useful number. With it, one can go anywhere with anyone. It is, I suppose you could say, a game changer. So I made for the first-class cabin in mere moments. I successfully acquired the number 9 bracelet. There was also an unexpected bonus. The knife the 9th man had used. I quickly pocketed both of them. I made my way back to where I was expected to be.
Siamo ancora... Ah, ok, ora siamo al finale. Verso il finale.
That's when I ran into Snake. Well, this guy X, actually. I spotted him. He was heading for the large hospital room and hadn't noticed me. The man wearing Snake's clothes arrived when he stopped. I walked up behind him and... Snake. He turned around.
Cioè, ce lo stanno facendo vedere così. Chi è sto tizio, mo?
He said nothing. His mouth simply hung. He seemed dazed somehow, almost like a man half asleep. Perhaps he had been drugged. It wasn't important. I tend to gloss over little things like that. I was certain that man was Snake. I knew Snake had taken part in the Nonary game 9 years. Being blind, it made sense that he didn't recognize me immediately upon our first... But why then? Hadn't Snake said anything to... Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him in the Nonary game. But not once did he attempt to confront me. Did his lack of sight prevent him from fully recognizing... Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero to deceive... Regardless, he was a threat. And it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. I had to get rid of him before he took action. With quick thinking, my plan went into motion immediately. I held the number 9 bracelet over the red. I waved my own bracelet in front of the red, and then grabbed Snake's arm and shoved his hand against the scan. The door opened. I threw the man through it. 9 seconds later, 81 seconds. After that, I returned to my post as though nothing had happened. After conducting my own search, I returned to the large hospital room when the 1 a.m. bell rang.
Ace, did you kill...
Yes.
Why? Why did you kill her?
She was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something dangerous. Additionally, she had gone through door 1. It seemed likely she might have found it.
Found what?
Why don't you go through door 1 yourself? Perhaps it's hidden somewhere.
Yeah, but Lotus and I went through door 1 too.
We didn't see anything suspicious.
Yes. I thought as much after I heard your report at the same time. I doubt the two of you could find it.
Huh?
But perhaps Clover was different. Perhaps she had found it. I was, therefore, desperate to find, and at last I did. I spoke very calm. Did you see it?
See what?
Don't act as if you don't understand. You were in the captain's quarters, weren't you?
Uh-huh. What are you talking about?
Very well.
Ha il braccialetto numero 0.
By the way, what are you
Mi
doing,
sa.
Clover?
What? Nothing.
There's blood on your shoes. It looks fresh. Did you go take a look at the 9th man's court? I see. Your silence suggests that you noticed. You saw something, didn't you? You saw that his bracelet was...
No!
You aren't going anywhere. You're staying here.
No!
Don't you run, little girl.
A me sei ad Amazono praticamente.
Ma io c'ho l'Herald, scusate.
That was how I killed
Ma che
Clover.
ne so io? Ma che
You
ne so
son
io?
of a bitch!
Non Ace.
I admit it. I've lost.
Quello è
Don't
Cursed.
misunderstand you,
Perché ci
Peg.
hanno ammazzato...
I didn't lose to you.
un po' di tempo.
I lost to Zero.
Ci hanno ammazzato
Not
di seguito a un certo punto.
Certo, parati il culo.
I'm rather disgusted with myself for falling into such a simple trap. I looked the fool. And it was a trap. Make no mistake. I was trapped and manipulated by Zero. The man I killed in the shower room? If he wasn't Snake, then I have no idea who he was. But he was wearing Snake's clothes. And that was no... He had also been injected with something that reduced his cognition and prevented him from identifying himself or resisting me. And we can't forget the components that were removed from the red before we... I have no doubt that Zero planned all of this. Zero made sure I would kill that man. It follows, of course, that Zero knew everything I would do. That I would try to take the number 9 bracelet. That I would try to kill Snake.
Ora si scopre che in realtà Zero è Junpei.
I think Zero is one of us.
Huh?
Zero is... No. There's one more person. Snake. The man who died in the shower room is certainly still alive. Maybe Snake is... Maybe he made Guy X wear his clothes so that we don't think he was dead. Where's Snake now? What if he's off somewhere laughing at us? If he is Zero, he must have been lying to us about everything else. Is he...
Easy watching us, non penso sia l'aggettivo giusto. Comunque il verbo giusto.
I believe I've finished with my confession.
What the hell is this shit? You aren't going anywhere, you son of a bitch! We're gonna leave your ass here to...
Why? Because I killed Chloe? That's ridiculous. Why are you so upset that I killed the little bitch? She was nothing to you. A stranger you only met a few hours ago. You bastard! Blindsiding me with a punch, huh? You've got some fire, don't you? I confess, I rather like a tough woman.
Well, maybe you'd like another one then.
Let me give you one of mine.
Huh?
If any of
Perché
you
ora
so
ce
much
l'ha
as
lui.
blink, I won't hesitate.
Oh, ma ce l'hanno proprio con sta pistola.
I've already killed 3 people. Don't think I'm not ready to make it.
Ha ucciso anche il capitano, quindi.
3 people?
Very well. The person who killed the 9th man was me.
Ah, ok.
Although I suppose to be more accurate, I encouraged him to get himself killed. While we were examining the main staircase, he came to me and told me his name. I recognized it at once, so I gave him a little push. Just a little white lie.
Bello come sto finale stia praticamente spiegando un sacco di cose, cioè praticamente quasi tutte le cose.
It seems the settings for the dead were altered. Now it only requires a single person to deactivate the detonator in the bracelet. Investigate what's beyond door 5. We'll meet again later. And with that...
Okay. Have a good one, guys. I'm going off ahead now.
Why is it stopping? God, you lied!
Ah, l'aveva detto? Ah, mi sa di sì.
Open the door, please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Get me out of it! Oh my god, oh my god! There's no time! Listen! I was lied to! He lied to me! It was him! He killed me!
Ah, figo sta cosa.
I had 4 reasons for killing. As I said before, in the Nonary game, the number 9 bracelet is of utmost importance. If I had allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he, or it, would have become a threat to me. As such, I decided that he should be eliminated early on. I wanted the number 9 bracelet. If I could manage to obtain it, I would be able to manipulate the game as I saw fit. I would be unable to acquire the bracelet unless its owner was dead. That's the second reason. Even setting aside his number, he would have been nothing but trouble. He was aware of my past. He knew what happened here 9 years ago.
Esatto, cioè, vabbè, ma queste sono cose di qualsiasi altra cosa, Gian. Cioè, in qualsiasi cosa c'è sempre quello che fa la frase che ci gira intorno senza dire, ah, guarda, è stata sta cosa qui.
It was important that I eliminate him before he was able to disseminate this information. Lastly, I wished to conduct a simple test. A test to see if this Nonary game was serious, or a poor attempt at it. I needed to be quite sure. As such, I encouraged him to act against the rules so that I might observe.
I don't get your third emote. What the hell happened 9 years ago?
Didn't I say? The Nonary game was played. I planned it out, and I conducted its execution.
Why? What on earth was it supposed to do?
I don't really think I have any obligation to tell you.
Hey, what's with this gun? Where did he get this?
Why don't you tell her, Santa?
On the other side of door 6, we found the gun in the coffin in the cargo room, right? Bastard must have grabbed it when we weren't looking.
Indeed, I did. That was a pretty serious mistake, you know. Just saying you intended to leave it behind. Well, there isn't much time left. I'll be off then.
Well, where are you going?
Do I really need to explain? I had assumed it would be obvious. I have the number 9 bracelet. And now I have load.
Wasn't there a door with a 9 on it in the room that looked like a church? That's where you're going, isn't it?
And how do you know that?
Santa told me about it while we were looking for Clover.
I see. Well, you are correct. That is my destination. But now, and please, don't move and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door.
Shit, he's getting away! You can't risk it.
Now, Lucas, open the door for me if you would. Goodbye.
Non gli potete dare un calcio nelle palle.
Damn it!
Cioè, funziona sempre.
Hey, June, what happened? Are you alright?
Ma questo hanno disegnato benissimo qua.
Jesus, you're burning up. Your fever's back. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Really. You should be worrying about Lotus.
But
Jumpy, don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine.
Ah, sicuramente lei c'ha la doppia personalità che no, niente.
Don't you remember? I just needed to rest a little bit last time. So please, please save Lotus.
Ancora non siamo al finale, ok.
Think about what Ace has already done, Junpei. When he's got what he needs from Lotus, you really think he's just gonna let her walk away?
damn it. You guys go on ahead. As soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Go! All right. Come on, Seven. We're going after Ace.
Hell yeah!
Santa, you take good care of June. I'm trusting you. Got it. Let's go!
Where are they?
I don't...
You think they already went through?
Maybe... Let's check the red.
Ah, stiamo andando avanti?
Engaged.
That means Ace and Lotus went through here.
Yeah, it seems like it.
What do we do now?
Yeah. What should we... Well, the big door is still vacant.
The two of us can't do anything with it.
Yeah, not even counting how our digital route isn't...
7,
What's that sound?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, non ci arrivano lo stesso.
No, vedi il problema.
It's coming from over there.
The coffin.
Yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, you never know till you try. The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Ok,
that?
Junpei.
I forget. Anyway, we've got to try. Damn it!
See? If you could just pull it open, why would it have something like that?
Right. So unless I put in the right passcode, it's not gonna... Was there some sort of clue somewhere?
Hey, Junpei, I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over by the bathroom in the first class. You got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover was truth had gone. Or,
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing?
Come on, that's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock that safe.
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zeros.
Yeah, probably.
Well, then they might have set the same passcode for both of them.
That's ridiculous.
Why don't you just try it? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse.
It'd just be a waste of time. There's no way...
How do you know that? You never know until the only necessity for success is the...
Who said that?
You.
No, già da livello
1438.
livello 1, tranquillo. Basta una barriera di voodoo.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
7 e 0.
Snake!
Why?
Ah, those voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere? I see. I believe I got the gist of it.
Io in realtà c'avevo in mente sempre il fatto che la password sarebbe stata o Lice oppure Alice scritto in esadecimale. Ero pronto a metterla sta cazzo di password e invece è una password completamente a caso.
Have I been sufficiently caught up?
Yeah. But that still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here.
We've still got no clue about Zero's true identity, let alone why the hell he's doing all this. Why did he put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Is all this stuff somehow related to that Nonary game that was played 9 years ago?
Hey, Snake, do you know...
What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're...
Oh, come on, just tell us if you know.
I don't know what to tell you. How can I know something?
This is bad. We're running out of...
We need to go after a... What do we do now?
The three of us can't make a digital route.
Yeah, we just get 5.
We're stuck here then. Hey, what? What is it?
I found...
What did you find?
This.
Zero's bracelet.
What did you say? Are you saying that 7 has the number 0 bracelet?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Clover.
She did?
Yeah.
How did she?
Well, she found it on the other side of the one. The captain's quarters. She asked me to hold on to it because it was too big and bulky.
Non gli sta dicendo che l'ha preso dal suo corpo, mi sa.
He's lying. He told us earlier.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know. Well, I did borrow one thing.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
All right, Junpei. Nice.
Wait, what?
Come on, man. I'm just kidding. Still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the... Snake, give me a hand, all right?
Huh? Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered as 0.
Maybe it isn't actually, huh?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned.
Un
That
8.
is what I'm saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains.
Oh, got it. Let's try me, 7, and the bracelet. If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 6.
Wow, le ho beccate tutte alla prima botta, tutte. A caso.
Yes, so it would seem.
That means the bracelet is actually 6. But how is that possible? The display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0.
Oh, man, that's not good. I guess our time's just about up, huh?
At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened. Let's go.
But, Snake,
Yeah. You know that only Junpei and I can go through this way.
You needn't worry. I have a solution, my last resort. But if now is not the time for last
Resort?
Ma non vedi? Cioè, scusa, con tutti gli uscite che fanno, ti pare che noi riusciamo a uscire? Dai, ma figurati.
Vedete al finale?
I would admit, you really surprised me there, kid. I couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one.
Ancora no.
How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
As I told you, it was a last resort. Had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was 0. Once they'd convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic about my chances of
Che
making
cosa ha
it out of
fatto?
there alive, let alone unscathed. I felt it best to play my cards close to the chest, as it were. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I'd have a little trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off.
My brother's left arm is...
Ah,
It's not like it's It's fake.
Si è tolto il braccio.
I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm glad that's a thing.
You have to be afraid of the door if you don't got a bracelet.
You are correct.
I think these stairs connect to the bottom deck.
Doesn't look like it's underwater. Let's go through that door. Incinerator?
Oh my. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate?
Yeah, right over here.
Ottima domanda, ma può essere perché loro due sono in combutta, Zero e Snake.
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it should only take... If you pull it, the door ought to open.
Got it.
Ok, buona serata, Sofia. Non preoccuparti. Facciamo tutte le animazioni perché sono lente.
Why? Why is there another one?
Warning, warning. Emergency incineration has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take 9 minutes. Evacuate
Sempre
the
9.
incinerator immediately.
Oh my. Outside? You've run quite a show here, Zero. What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to act in 9 minutes. This room will be engulfed in...
Who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake? Oh, yes. You are alive. I'm afraid your bizarre style had me confused. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive. If you don't mind my asking, how did you get Snake Junpei 7? The three of you couldn't have opened a door with a knife. Did you use Clover's bracelet?
What?
Well, your reaction suggests that you didn't.
Hold on. Why did you think we'd have Clover's...
Oh, they haven't told you?
Told me what?
Clearly, normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment. But I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace! Keep your goddamn...
Clover.
I said stop! Don't listen to him, Snake!
What happened to Clover?
Clover died.
No. That's not true. That's impossible.
Wow, ciao Luke, come stai? No, that's not true, that's impossible.
It's a lie. It has to be a lie.
Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself.
What?
Ora ci vedo. Ha sbloccato l'abilità occhi.
I'm sorry, did I stutter? I killed her. I would have rather she died with less suffering. A bullet in her brain, perhaps, would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a
Snake
bit
è
of
Big
noise.
Boss e anche Jedi.
Circumstances being what they were, I was forced to settle for the knife. The one that... I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went right between her flesh. My knife slid in so easily. That feeling.
Ancora mentre sta parlando gli potrebbe dare qualsiasi cosa, un calcio nelle qualsiasi cosa.
It is a powerful memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope I can feel it again.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
I'm going to kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Ah, so you please do. Come,
Don't do it! Don't listen to him! Stop it, kid! He's screwing with your head!
is there a problem? What are you waiting for? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't! The snake!
Don't do it!
Snake! Snake!
È stata veloce ed indolore. Ora sei libera, colpiscilo.
Otis! Hurry! This way!
Incineration will be 5.
Give me the woman. I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open. Quickly now! I don't have time for your shenanigans. And it would seem the rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets. One for Junpei, another for Lotus, And the last 3 for that lump of idiotic man you call... I will take Lotus's body with me and leave...
Incineration will begin. 4.
Well, it looks as though our time together is at it. I rather enjoy playing...
Damn it!
Goodbye.
Kill you.
Ah,
What? No, that's impossible. I'll kill you. I'll kill...
Stay away from me. Stop! If you come any closer, I'll... Listen to me. I said, don't come any closer! Shit! You...
Incineration will be 3 minutes.
ah, siamo per andare a rosto tutti quanti?
I'll kill you. You won't get away.
You son of a bitch! You... Get off me! Let me... Yeah!
This is it. We're going to burn to death. Together.
What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Yeah! Damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay, look. My company owns a wonderful hospital. You're not wounded too seriously. You don't have to die. You could be saved. Just...
Pathetic. Begging for your... Snake, that's enough. You can stop.
Yes! He's right, Snake. You
Come on, Snake, let's go. Let's get out of here.
have to come with us. We have to leave.
I apologize. But you'd best forget about me. I'm going to take him with me.
Shut up! Big one!
I couldn't save Clover. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go. Go now. You have to go.
Incineration will begin in
Ancora già al finale, ok.
1 minute.
God damn it! Shit! We're out of time! We gotta go! Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get out of here now! Snake! Snake! Wait!
No, ha fatto il snake. Me lo sono perso.
No! No! I have to help Snake! Snake! Get off of me! Let me go!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
È sempre il momento.
7, 6,
Damn it, I don't get a choice, kid! Don't blame me for this, alright?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gates 2 and 3 are long, beginning incineration.
He's...
Shit!
Abbiamo salvato per niente.
Damn you all! Why? Why?
Come why?
Why me? I don't deserve this!
Ma sei scemo?
Sesame! Sesame Zero! Why? Why? Zero! Zero! Zero!
Ancora non siamo al finale, ok, strano.
Hey, wait! Junpei!
Junpei, where are you going?
You stay here. I'll go get Santa and...
You're gonna bring them here?
How?
Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait. I saw an elevator on the way. If I can get it to work, then maybe... Please work. Yes.
June! Where did they go?
E c'eravamo tutto questo tempo per guardarsi tutta quanta la nave.
Connie! Connie! No, no. It came. Oh, Connie! Connie! Connie, are you alright?
Jumpy?
Oh man, what the hell happened to you? You feel.
Jumpy, I might not make it.
I'm not gonna make it.
No way, no way I am going to let you die. I am gonna save you, I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy, thank you so much.
Ma che è successo? Non c'aveva nessuna ferita, quindi allora questo rimane che coso tizio dai capelli bianchi dal nome stupidino è zero.
Per domani mattina?
Se è morta lei.
Really? To see you again, Jumpy.
Ma perché stanno facendo lo stesso identico dialogo dello stesso dell'altro finale?
Really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again.
Oh my god.
Just gotta hang on.
Jumpy, did you?
Ma dimmi che cosa è successo?
You meant a lot to me. I
È lo stesso identico
for
dialogo.
a long time.
Zero. You son of a bitch!
Ormai pensi, fai 2+2.
What the hell are you talking? No. No, it hasn't. I'm gonna get out of here with. Why? The wrong path.
Mamma mia quanto lo odio quando parla. Dai, parla con la voce di Santa. Ritorna a parlare normale.
What are you talking about? I told you! I am not gonna lose! What?
Connie, wait here. I'll be right back.
Where are you?
Ancora non è finito. Oh.
Doesn't matter. I need to get Connie.
È tornata ed è sparita. È lei, zio.
Oh God.
Sei sicura
No.
che è per questa fase?
Where is she? Connie. Connie. Connie.
Sono tutti zero.
Huh? Wait.
Sembra avere in forma per sempre.
Wait.
Poi scusami, l'hanno messa anche loro la musica del menù che mi stavano
Cosa adorano un sacco sto fine.
Poi
Ma-
dicono che possono
Ma non è spuntato.
mettere il cacao alla mia dieta. Quindi se la nave, sì, è ovvio. Quindi penso che comunque qua anche queste cose qua.
Chance of loss is not zero.
C'era mousse al cioccolato qua, mousse al cioccolato. Anche questo qua.
Ok, questo già l'abbiamo visto. Ok, ora sono confuso. O è lei il killer? Cioè è lei Zero? O è diventato... O è Santa? Has it sense of what's coming? Questa è una chiave. Ora, per sbloccare sto finale, presumo si debbono prendere tutte le chiavi. Cioè, è possibile come cosa? Guarda bene il... Ah, il finale della bara è diverso ora. C'è un triangolino particolare. Può essersi sbloccato qualcosa? Tecnicamente abbiamo ancora una mezz'oretta. Ok. Ma questo ora è metaplay perché non dovrebbe sapere sta frase.
Wait, what the hell was that? Huh?
What's up?
Huh? Oh.
Scusami.
One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those?
1, 4, 1, 4. No way.
What?
Why are you?
Oh? Was that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
Mica britannico proprio.
Why?
Junpei?
Voleva anche un
And
pochettino
Seven?
di
Was that
te.
you? Is everyone else there as well?
Oh, jeez.
You're back.
Ah, che bella sta scena.
My body's still a little weak.
You're back. You're back. You're really here. You're back.
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though. You did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk. Idiot. Idiot. Idiot.
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought
I
that I
see.
was dead. Correct? Yeah. You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is...
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Aspetta un attimo. Scusate se ho perso tempo. Sto andando un attimo a bere.
Don't worry about it.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed. It's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No.
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes. But You're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me.
Non l'ha visto, ovviamente.
I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this car.
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero?
E se comunque questa cosa non ha senso che lui da un'altra timeline sente quel messaggio che tecnicamente non dovrebbe sapere.
I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean?
Cioè va bene con il senso di telepatia, quello che stavano dicendo prima, però non saprei.
And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it so... I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover have been subjects in a similar experiment.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of... The first is Epiphany, and the other is Dane. And someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship, and a girl had died during it.
Questo però spiega perché Ace veniva a rompere le palle quando eravamo da soli con Clover.
Morphogenetic field theory. The two murders. Switching clothes. The Nonary game.
Quindi presumibilmente i due tizi che sono morti sono quegli altri che erano nella nota. Oltre al CEO c'erano due collaboratori.
Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock. That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna...
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going.
Questo dovrebbe essere già il good ending.
All right. You guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
Ah, ottimo.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7. Could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet. Please, this is I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already. It's
Obvious. Yeah. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
Sì, nella tua psycho killer side.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, did he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot.
Okay.
Oh no, Lude.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a third asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near
Sono
the
comunque
panel
cose
for
che
it to
già
register.
avevamo visto nell'altra rotta.
Huh. Looks like...
See? So what is that? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out. Let's try 7, me, and if this combination opens the door.
Hey, it opened!
What? Why?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number, it's a letter O.
Wow.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6?
There is most likely only one person with a...
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated... I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet
E niente, lei è 0.
was flipped.
Ah, è 9.
In other words, June's real number...
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was
Se
just
ci
a
sono
load
due
of crap?
numeri 9.
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone.
I'll let you know what I'm writing.
No, perché come ha detto Ace il numero 9 è quello che vale di meno. Perché ti finisce sempre per far fare il numero.
And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom.
Sempre se non riconosce il numero in base alla posizione in cui è
All
messa.
the numbers were. So if you switch 9
E sarebbe
whatever
l'unica a
is
poterlo
6,
sapere lei.
the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door...
Clover, do you notice anything in...
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
Oh. Fuck.
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in notice. Of course, there's only one reason. His number isn't actually 3.
Ma come? Scusa.
Santa's real number 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my system?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
È 0 il numero di 3.
Thank you.
Grazie.
That is exactly
Santa è 0, ok.
Santa's true number wasn't 3.
Quindi Santa e June sono in combutta.
It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
E questo spiega perché lui conosce quella cosa del trifoglio. Del
And
quadrifoglio.
June was 9, not 6.
Infatti sì.
Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out.
Plus 3 e minus 3. Ma da dove l'hanno presa sta cosa? Più 3 meno... Cioè nel bracciale c'era scritto 3 più meno 3.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0, if my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right.
Questo comunque se effettivamente Clover c'ha il sì, Clover June c'ha il 9 può portare a due cose. O effettivamente è in combutta con lui, e spiegherebbe perché nei due finali è sempre quella che casualmente poi sparisce, o comunque succedono robe con lei che muore nella stessa stanza in cui muore lei, moriamo anche noi. E poi il fatto che, o la seconda cosa potrebbe essere il fatto che lei non sappia effettivamente che il suo numero è inverso, quindi per questo lui va sempre insieme a lei.
Jean's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are two number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case...
All right, that's enough talk. Let's go. It's high time we went through that...
It's right there. Oh. All right.
Oh no,
let's
non
keep
iniziamo così.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Abbiamo 20 minuti ed è impossibile che lo finiamo. Comunque domani è sicuro che lo finiamo.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol.
Come cazzo fai a vederlo? Non ha detto nessuno che simbolo era.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
Però prima, prima sono andati sparati verso la porta. Come? Oh.
It's
Oh,
totally
no.
full of books.
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time.
Ok. Ah, di nuovo gli è arrivata le informazioni da un'altra route, ok. Oddio. Che dobbiamo bruciare tutta la stanza, ecco che cosa. Non lo so se ci arriviamo con 9 live, però dobbiamo vedere. Anche perché, ritornando indietro al discorso di prima su Jun, è la seconda volta che la vediamo che è morente, ma è la seconda volta che non vediamo nessuna ferita in lei e lui non la controlla. Altrettanto già. Tanto tra un poco stiamo finendo. Mi devo andare ad esaminare ogni singolo libro? Cioè lui non ci vede ed è intelligente, cioè, ed è un genio. Non ne ho idea. No, non posso leggere. Oh. A parte il peno, ovviamente.
Sì, siamo.
Mm. Fear. Ah no, open ear, ok, ok. Find bulb. Effettivamente lo so che non dovrei esaminare tutto, però i dialoghi sono interessanti. No. Oh, interessante quella cosa. Ovunque uno si gira è pieno di libri. Scusami? Ok. Ok, no, questo l'avevo già visto. Baseball, eh? Ed. Comunque, per oggi ci fermiamo qui. Anche se non abbiamo fatto altri 9 minuti per arrivare alle solite 2 ore. Va bene così, perché abbiamo ridatato con quella partitina. Vediamo di continuarlo domani e cerchiamo di finirlo. Incrociamo le dita che finiamo domani. Se no, in caso, lunedì lo riprendiamo e martedì, cioè spostiamo Final Fantasy per martedì. E poi direttamente da mercoledì o da giovedì iniziamo il prossimo Zero Escape. Buona serata, Andre, a domani. Ciao ciao.